Did you hear? Ross made a deal. Jack Kiley has to make a public admission of guilt. He's going to be on probation, and he has to go for treatment at a sex offenders clinic.
Well, I can think of a little hotter place I'd like to send.
Stop it. Now, listen, it's over. It's over. My name is clear.
You know I couldn't let anybody hurt you and get away with it. Not you. You're still the most important thing in the whole world. Remember that.
Eve? Eve? She's not here. Damn it! I told her to stay put. What did you say to her when you ran into her yesterday?
We exchanged pleasantries, that's all.
Did you mention Nick?
Of course not.
I told you to stay away from her till after the interview.
Is it my fault I ran into her by chance? Besides, I'm glad I did. It reassured me.
About what?
My son's taste in women. She'll make a far better daughter-in-law than Mindy.
If you haven't ruined everything. Where'd you run into her?
On the dock near the Blue Moon.
This portion of Guiding Light is presented by Duncan Hines, helping you bake your moist, delicious best.
Why do you have to always interfere in my life, Billy? I just get so angry with you.
Angry?
Yes. It's my life. It was my decisions. It was my trial. Why do you have to go around interfering and acting like some crazy half... using all these vigilante tactics?
Whoa, hold on a second. Wait a second. Now, I just couldn't stand by and let that happen to you. It's just not in my nature.
Oh.
Stand around and watch, yeah.
I know it's not in your nature. And I hate it. And the worst thing is that I know I can't stay mad at you, and that makes me even madder.
Well, you know, I wouldn't have just taped any average old citizen just because of my feelings for you that I did.
Oh. Just forget it. Just forget it. Let's not argue. We've been through too much to argue.
Yeah, but we always manage to get through everything, don't we?
Yeah. Okay, you were wonderful tonight.
I was, wasn't I?
You were like the Billy I remember.
Like the Billy who kept you from falling out of that cherry tree.
What cherry tree?
Oh, come on. First vacation we went on, that picnic.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I told you not to climb up that tree with high heels on.
I know. And I fell and you caught me. You're there for me a lot.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not. A couple important times. Like, when we were supposed to get married.
Let's not talk about that.
I can't help but thinking about it, darling. If I'd have been there that one time, I mean, everything would be different. None of this would have happened.
Billy, stop it. I don't want to talk about that. We can't change what's past.
Yeah. We can't change the future. You look at me and you tell me that you don't want to change it sometimes. Come on, look at me.
Hello? Hi, Blake.
Hi, I'm only here for a minute. My mom locked her keys in the car and she needs some...
She's in the kitchen.
Oh. Hello, Nadine.
Blake?
Oh, hi, darling.
Oh, here are your keys.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
Good. Did you hear the news? Jack admitted he tried to rape Vanessa.
Yeah, I heard it on the car radio. Congratulations, you must be relieved.
Yeah.
But it's not over yet.
Daddy, why do you say that? You have Kylie's confession on tape.
Yeah, but I'd kind of like to find out who tipped Vanessa's name to the Inquisitor.
Well, what does that matter now anyway? I mean, everything turned out all right, didn't it?
Yeah, but I would like to get my hands on him.
Billy, just drop it, huh? Vanessa's been vindicated. I'm sure she just wants to move on.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just a little tired. Where's Fletcher? Oh, didn't he say goodnight? He left? Yeah, just a few minutes ago. He went out the back. Oh. I thought he was going to stay.
We're gonna leave.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll bring little Billy by in the morning if that's okay.
It's fine. Wait till he finds out what a hero his daddy is. Yes, he's going to be very happy. And I want to thank you. Me? Yes. You were wonderful with Bill. He told me.
Oh, well, I'm glad that I could help.
Oh, you did. Thank you very much, Nadine. Thank you for standing by me.
Well, we'll say goodbye. Bye.
Good night, Dad.
Good night. I still think you're the real hero in all of this.
Like it was a hung jury.
Yeah, which means they didn't believe Jack Kylie's story.
Or Vanessa's.
Well, it's amazing they believed hers at all, considering what little evidence you had. I hope she appreciates all you did for her. I do.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, looks like the party's breaking up.
Yeah, I'm going home.
Thanks for bringing the keys.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to come over for a while? I'd really like to discuss WSBR's coverage of this whole thing.
Wait, it's getting a little late, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I've got to get it ready for the morning. And listen, are you going to announce your candidacy now that the trial is over?
Well, yeah, that's what I was planning to do.
It's a big win for you. All that publicity, you should take advantage of it. The law and order senator. Very strong image.
All right. You're right. I'll drop by. We'll talk about it for a while.
Okay, whose car? Shall I drive?
No, you go ahead of me. I have to walk over to the country club. I left my car there.
Oh, okay. I'll see you then.
All right.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks again. Bye.
Get some rest.
Okay. Thanks,
Good night.
Dad. Well, I guess now I can concentrate on being your matron of honor.
Good, because I can really use your help.
Good. Just think, a couple of weeks you'll be Mrs. Nick McHenry.
Eve? Eve?
What do you want?
Oh. You're not Eve.
You stay away from me or I'll scream.
No, look, I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else, an old friend of mine.
I've never seen you before in my life.
Oh, I know that, I know. Look, I'm sorry. It's just that from a distance, you look just like this person.
No, I'm not. So just leave me alone. Who is it?
Me, Fletcher.
Hi.
Hi. I hope it's not too late.
It's never too late. Come on in.
Thank you. I owed you.
Why?
is for the one I never had the chance to give you.
Well, you were a little busy saving me from Jack Kiley.
Looks like Billy's the one who really saved you.
Maybe.
You're probably gonna have Billy always try to save you.
Look, I thought we had more important things to talk about than Billy.
Do we?
I hope so.
Like what?
Like us.
Us?
Yeah. Well, unless you don't want to.
No. I just wasn't sure how you'd feel. I just didn't want to feel like I was pressuring you.
Well, you're not.
I mean, what I said on the stand about my feelings for you.
Oh, I see. So you've changed.
No. Oh, no. Nothing could ever change the way I feel about you. It's just that something like that. Well, I was waiting for the trial to be over, and I was then waiting for the right moment, and then I was waiting for it to be just you and me, but there've just been so many people around. And Billy?
Well, I know, but Billy's not here, and there's nobody else here now, so...
No, there's nobody else here now. I love you. Now, that doesn't mean that I expect anything in return right now. I mean, maybe you're not even ready for a relationship, or maybe you haven't resolved your feelings for Billy yet. If either of those things is the case, I'm willing to try to understand. But the main thing is I don't want anything to change. I don't want any of this to mess up our friendship.
Everything's changed. Don't you understand? I love you, too.
You do?
Yes. Something to eat?
No thanks.
You were awfully quiet on the ride home.
Well, hey, we had a big day, a lot going on.
Then we should go right up to bed.
You go ahead. I think I'm gonna watch a little television.
We can watch it in bed.
Darling, I think, I'd just like to be alone for a little bit, okay?
Why? So you can think about Vanessa?
What?
I've had it, Billy. I've had it with lying in bed at night, waiting for the other shoe to drop. I can't take it anymore. I've got to know where I stand with you.
You know where you stand, Nadine.
No, I don't. I saw the way you were looking at Vanessa tonight. The way you have been looking at her for months, and I can't take this anymore.
Darling, I was just concerned about the trial and all that.
It's more than that, Billy. Just tell me the truth. Are you going to divorce me and marry her?
Why would you ask that?
Are you or aren't you?
Of course not. Look, darling. You know how I feel about you.
Tell me.
You're my wife, and I love you.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. Hey, I'm sorry about neglecting you. What kind of man would I be if I let Vanessa's reputation get dragged through the mud? I mean, she's little Bill's mom. Whatever happens to her, it affects him.
I know that. It's just, well, you have been paying so much attention to Vanessa lately.
Well, I'm going to start paying a lot of attention to you. Matter of fact, so much, you won't even know what hit you.
No, Billy, you don't have to do that.
Hey, you've been real understanding. I mean, how many women in this world would be as understanding about their husband helping his ex-wife?
I just wish I'd been more understanding.
Hey, you made little Bill feel welcome. That's first rate. That means a lot to me. I won't ever forget that.
I hope you don't.
And you will always be number one with me.
Oh, Billy.
Dad, it's about time you're home. I've been waiting for you so long.
Hey, what are you doing up, dude?
I couldn't sleep.
What happened?
Well, Mr. Kiley got up and told everybody the truth.
You mean he said it wasn't Mom's fault?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I knew my lucky $50 would work. You helped too, didn't you, Dad?
Well, maybe just a little bit.
I knew it. You're the best dad. Let's call Mom.
No, she had a rough day. Besides, you're going to see her in the morning. We'll talk.
I can't wait. But I am going to miss staying with you and Nadine.
Yeah?
We're going to miss you too, honey.
Can I stay over again soon?
Well, I think you stay anytime you want to, if you get yourself up to bed right now.
Okay.
He really likes you.
I really like him too.
Yeah, you've been a trooper throughout this whole thing.
Not always. I was so scared of losing you, Billy, that it made me do some things that I wish I hadn't.
Well, come on, everybody does crazy things. That's what love does to you. Just want you to know, I'm your husband, and I love you.
Do you mean that?
Of course. I know I haven't been such a good husband, but, you know.
No, honey, you have been. To me, you are the most wonderful husband that any woman could ever ask for.
Mm-hmm. Darling, you stood by me. That means a lot. You stood by me. I'm going to stand by you forever.
Really?
That's a promise.
Oh. Billy. Billy, I've got to tell you something. I did something, and I didn't mean to do it. It just happened.
But now you're going to tell me about it.
Yeah.
I wonder who that is. Hey!
Hi.
Terrific. The weasel from the Inquisitor.
Not anymore. I got something to tell you.
Billy, make him leave.
Look, just take your drunken lies and leave, okay?
Don't you want to know who tipped off the Inquisitor about Vanessa Chamberlain?
You just get out of here.
It was her. Your wife, Nadine.
That's where you met Eve?
Yes, sir. But that was last night. Why in the world would you think she'd come back here?
No, it's the water. The openness. Never mind. She's obviously not here.
I don't see what the problem is. The whole point of her being here is so Nick can see her again.
I keep telling you, the timing has to be right.
Why, what difference does it make when he sees her?
Because it does. Listen, I hope you haven't given her any hint as to my plan.
How would I know if I had? You haven't told me what it is.
You'll know in a few days.
No. You're going to tell me, and you're going to tell me right now.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
Hollywood's hottest TV teenage hunks on the next Maury.
I've told you all you need to know about my plan.
Your plan that's being financed with my money.
I'll tell you what, if I back out of this, then you can use your money to buy a real expensive wedding gift for the happy couple.
Don't threaten me. Either you tell me what you're up to, or I swear I'll find Eve and take her to Nick myself.
No, you won't.
Why?
Because Eve is not the final key to breaking up this wedding.
What are you talking about? You told me Nick and Eve were passionately in love.
Yes, they were, years ago.
He still loves her. I saw the look in his eyes when we were talking about Cambrai. There's still a spark there.
Yeah, not enough of a spark to keep him from marrying Mindy.
You cannot compare a beautiful, intelligent woman like Eve with a bubble-headed tramp like Mindy. And Nick will realize that once he sees Eve again.
Listen, Eve is just the first step. She's the catalyst. Now, seeing her is bound to stir up old feelings in Nick, but not enough to keep him from marrying Mindy.
Well, then why did you bring her here at all?
So that Eve and Nick can leave Springfield together.
Oh, no, Roger, that is the last thing I want.
No, just temporarily. Just long enough to get him away from Mindy, because as long as he's around her, he's constantly reminded of the love he has for her.
So the idea is to throw Nick and Eve together alone?
Exactly.
Well, how will you get him to leave Springfield with his wedding coming up so soon?
Eve is going to need Nick in Cambrai.
Why?
Well, a situation where he'll be forced to go save a friend. And being a man of integrity, he won't be able to refuse now. Once I get him away from Mindy, I'll see to it that that wedding never takes place.
Hello, Zach. Hey, it's Nick. No, I'm not back in New York. I'm in Springfield. Listen, are you still working the Science and Health Desk? Good, because I need a favor from you. There was a woman, a doctor, that I used to know in Cambrai years ago. And I kind of lost contact with her. I tried to find her for a few months, but I was never able to do that. Well, anyway, I was hoping that maybe you could use some of your sources, your medical sources, to see if she's practicing medicine anywhere in the United States. No, tonight. Yeah, I know it's a big favor to ask, Zach, but I really can't wait until tomorrow. All right, great. Look, her name is Eve Guthrie. All right, listen, if you get any information at all, you call me right away at 217-555-2368. Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Zach. I owe you one.
Hi. I saw the light on from the house.
Hey. You look beautiful. So what is this, the latest in beachwear?
No. Bedwear. I thought you'd be home.
Well, I was tracking down a lead.
About Spaulding?
No, something else. And I'd like to tell you about it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, but first I think there's another story we should investigate.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
A bedtime story.
That was a long time between kisses.
Not anymore. Why did you leave?
Because I saw you talking to Billy and it looked pretty serious.
Oh. Well, come sit down. You know, what happened tonight brought out a lot, made me think of a lot of things in the past, and, well, we had some good times, Billy and I, and, you know, people change. I've changed. Can't turn back the clock.
No, believe me, I know that because you wouldn't believe how many times that I wished I hadn't left the night that Jack Kiley come over, and then maybe none of this would happen.
But no, that you couldn't do anything. Nobody knew what he was going to do.
He sure bungled my courting schedule.
Your what?
Yeah.
Your courting schedule?
Yeah. I mean, it's not usual, you know, that a guy opens up a relationship by declaring his love on a witness stand in an open courtroom. Yeah, I had the whole thing plotted out, how I wanted to woo you.
To woo me?
Yeah, to woo you. Yeah, I had it all fixed. I mean, I was going to start off right. I was going to start off with some flowers. Maybe not a whole bouquet, maybe just a single stem.
Oh, I got that one.
And then I was going to wait and see how you reacted. And if you didn't laugh in my face, then I was going to ask you out to dinner, you know, nothing fancy, you know, too romantic, you know, pizza. And well, yeah, and then I was going to ask you to a movie, and if my palms weren't too sweaty, I was going to try and hold your hand during the mushy parts, you know.
Well, what about a kiss?
Oh yeah, but just one, and on your doorstep, very proper, just in case Henry was peeking through the curtains.
Fletcher. You really did have this all thought out, didn't you?
I've thought of nothing but you for months.
Me too.
Really?
Yes. It's true, but I don't know. I wasn't sure. Because of the incident with Jack Kiley, I wasn't really sure I wanted a man around, and so I just...
Jack Kiley did to you was not your fault.
I know. But you see, it took you to show me that, because... You know something? What you've been doing these last months, and you've been coming over here and supporting me and caring for me, that was your courtship schedule. You were right on schedule. Would you stay with me tonight, please?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
What are you saying?
She's the rat your own wife. Got me fired. Now she's gonna pay.
Don't listen to him, Bill. He's drunk.
I got it all down here on the phone log. Every word. She wanted your ex-wife to get exactly what she deserved. That's what she said.
You're just lying.
Am I? Look at her face.
It's not true. You just get out of here.
No, hold on. Let's let him have a say. Go ahead.
How do you think I found out all the personal stuff, huh? Had to be somebody close to the victim. You told her. She told me.
Shut up.
Even got her to take pictures in the courtroom.
I never gave them to you.
Gotcha.
You.
I didn't mean to do it, Billy. I swear I didn't.
My own wife.
I didn't mean to do anything wrong. Billy, it's just that you were always with Vanessa. You were always running to her whenever she called.
Right. Now you're gonna blame me for what you did, right?
No, I don't mean that. I just mean that I was scared. I was scared that Vanessa was gonna get you back and that you were gonna leave her.
I'm married to you. This could be the biggest mistake of my whole life.
Billy, you don't mean that.
Look, you betrayed me. You lied to me. You hurt somebody that I care about more than anybody else in this whole world.
You are still in love with Vanessa, aren't you?
Maybe I am. And you know why, Nadine? Because she's honest, she's got integrity, and she's a woman I can respect.
Hi, what took you so long?
I ran into somebody at the country club while I was getting my car.
Isn't this a nice night? I thought we'd have something to eat.
You didn't have to go to all this trouble.
Hey, what do you see what I do with leftover takeout? Come on, we can just finish it up and talk about my news report.
Could we do that tomorrow?
Gotta have it in the morning broadcast.
I could be at the station first thing in the morning. It's just that I'm really beat.
Oh, I'm sorry, of course. You must be wiped out after today.
I am. At least we won, in a way.
Yeah. Well, how about a drink to celebrate?
Yeah, absolutely, but I don't care for any more wine or anything.
No, how about a beer? Nice and cold.
Oh, perfect. I'll have one of those.
Sure. Where Blake is tonight. He's probably taking advantage of this warm weather.
Probably.
Well, it must be a relief to have this all over with.
I'm certainly happy with the outcome. Yeah, I totally disapprove what Billy did.
Yeah. He got Kylie to confess, but he took a lot of liberty with the law to do it.
Yeah, he certainly did. His vigilante routine could have bungled everything.
It was much harder to do what you did. You didn't have a lot of evidence, but you used what you had legally and honorably. Showed what a slime Kylie was, and you vindicated Vanessa. What more could anyone ask?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
As far as I'm concerned, you're the real hero of the day. Here's to you, to your future, and I want to be a part of it. Your Senate campaign, I mean. Look who's home. Well, isn't this cozy? Hi, Mom. I'm Ross.
Hello.
Hello. You just get back?
Pardon me?
I was here before. You weren't.
No, I went out for a walk.
I told you not to leave the apartment.
You have to understand, Mr. Thorpe. I was held in protective custody for years in Cambrai. I'm free now. All I want to do is just go outside and see people, look at things.
And I've warned you how vital secrecy is until after the interview.
But nobody knows me here.
Look, we can't take any chances. There are people in Cambrai that would go to great lengths to keep you off the air and telling your story.
I know, and I'm going to tell about the atrocities that are going on over there.
All in good time.
I just don't understand why the delay.
Look, there are lives at stake here. One error on our part, we could ruin everything.
I just hate this waiting.
Look, haven't I done everything I promised up till now?
Yeah.
Believe me, you're gonna get what you want very soon. But you gotta trust me.
Let's go back to the house. I have dinner all ready.
Well, I'm not really hungry right now, baby.
What are you thinking about?
I thought I saw somebody that I used to know tonight. An old friend of mine.
Where?
Down at the Blue Moon, right after you left. I was standing on the deck looking out at the water, and I saw a woman across the way on the dock. And she looked just like this person that I used to know. Anyway, I ran over there, but it wasn't her. I mean, she looked just like her from a distance, you know? I guess it must have been the fog.
Who was your friend?
Oh, when I was on assignment in Europe a few years ago, there were a lot of Americans, and we used to hang around together. None of us had a lot of money, so we used to live out of one another's pockets, you know, kind of look out for one another.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it was. It was like a little family, you know? Anyway, when I moved back to the States, we kind of lost touch with one another. Hello? Zach, yeah, what do you got? Are you sure? She's not practicing medicine anywhere in the States. Well, how about any place else? All right, thanks a lot, Zach. Good night.
Who's that?
It was a friend of mine in New York that I asked to find out if he can check to see if she's working anywhere here in the States, but according to him, it doesn't look like she is.
She's a doctor?
Yeah, well, at least she used to be. I don't know. Well, I know she's not here in Springfield, so...
I kind of wish she were.
Why?
Well, I don't really know any of your friends. And I'd sort of like to hear what you were like in the good old days.
These are the good old days. Believe me.
Hey. Why don't I go back up to the house and bring back a bottle of wine?
Well, why don't we both go back up to the house?
No. I want to stay here tonight. So cozy, and we can pretend like we're on a deserted island, away from everything. Just you and me.
Sounds like a good idea.
Be right back.
All right. Hey. I love you.
I know you do. I love you, too.
Thanks.
Why's your hair all wet?
Oh, I took a little dip in the country club pool.
I've warned you about that before.
It felt so good.
Yeah. How good is it going to feel when you get arrested for trespassing?
No one saw me, Mom.
Tell her, Ross.
Yes. Tell me, Mr. DA, would you prosecute me for cooling off when I'm high?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Box drifting?
Ross has a lot more important things on his mind than your illicit swims.
Well, far be it from me to invade Ross's thoughts. I think I'll go to bed. Good night.
Good night, honey.
Please just listen.
I don't want to talk about it, Nadine.
Please, I didn't mean to do anything wrong. I wasn't thinking. I didn't realize what was gonna
You
happen.
know exactly what you were doing.
I made a mistake. Please,
Want to
just forgive
talk
me.
about it?
Billy, please.
Nadine, I don't want to talk about it now. Just go on upstairs, okay? Just go upstairs.
Please just forgive me, Billy. I don't want to lose you.
Nadine, will you go on upstairs?
Where are you going? Billy.
It's okay. It's all right.
I love you.
I love you.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed.
Sleep well.
Oh, when am I gonna meet the person who's doing the interview with me?
Oh, probably not before you go on the air.
Well, who is he?
He's the best reporter we have at the station.
I hope so.
You won't be disappointed in him. And he won't be disappointed in you.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender.
We can't be together. I love Melinda. You have to stay in the past. You're the past. The past.
This portion of Guiding Light has been presented by Dexatrim, medically proven to help you lose weight. This has been Guiding Light. Shapewear by Stay Put.